Aga, welcome. Can you describe to us the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, while this has crept closer and finally got over the line?
Yeah, obviously a lot been happening the last few weeks. I was away with the under-23s in talks with the club, of course, and went off to London and finalised a few things and did my medical while I was over here in Europe, and then I got a couple of weeks off holidays back home in Australia with my family, which was nice, and then headed back over here yesterday and finally settling in.
Do you have a chance to kind of gather your thoughts when you're dealing with all of that and going from one side of the globe to the other?
Yeah, I think for myself, everything's been amazing. Every person I've spoken to at the club's been really good to me, and as I said, everything sort of fell into place, and I'm really happy to be here now.
Looking in from the outside, the assumption is you as an Australian coming to the club, Ange Postecoglou must have had some role in bringing you here. Can you give us an idea of any involvement he had in convincing you, in identifying you as a potential Celtic player?
I never spoke to Ange, but I know I've spoken to the club for a number of years now, and they've had a plan to track for me. I think now with the new gaffer coming in, I spoke to him before I signed, and he had a great plan for me and for the club, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
So this has been a long-term potential move, something that could have been in the offing for quite a while. How has that been, knowing that maybe you'd get this kind of dream ticket almost?
For me, it's always been about just playing football and doing what I can control, and that's performing on the field. So with all these other things outside of football, I never really thought about it. And as I said, I just try to perform on the field and let everyone else deal with all the outside stuff.
The league getting bigger and better, but was it always an ambition of yours to come to Europe to prove yourself here?
Yeah, for sure. I think since I moved to Melbourne City 3 years ago, it was my goal to get over to Europe, and here I am with an opportunity that's presented itself, and I just can't wait to get started.
You say Celtic have been interested in you for a number of years. Can you tell us how many years?
I think a couple seasons now. They just, I think, kept tabs on me, but I don't know too much.
Has this move then always been on your mind for the last couple of years?
Move to Europe has always been on my mind, and as I said, I don't know too much detail. Just work on what I can do, and that's perform on the field.
Previous Celtic players who have came from Australia, have you taken advice from them?
Yeah, I have spoke to Aaron Bhoy before making my decision, and obviously being involved in the national team with him a few times. Just couldn't speak highly enough of the club and the people at the club, and just really brought my attention that I really wanted to do this and join this big great club.
What did Brendan say to you in terms of how he sees your role at the club?
Yeah, obviously I spoke to him before I signed, and he just said I'm an exciting attacker, and he likes playing an attacking brand of football, and that's what I like to do as a player, is excite the fans, and I hope with this opportunity I have, I can do that.
What was that feeling like for you when you first heard of Celtic's initial interest?
Yeah, so obviously a couple of weeks ago when I knew that everything was falling into place, it was amazing for myself because such a big club have interest in me for a young boy in Australia, and as I said, I couldn't say no. It was an opportunity that presented itself.
It's a club that goes for titles and trophies, a lot of expectation. How do you think you'll handle that weight of expectation?
Yeah, I think it's obviously going to be massive to try win back-to-back trebles. I think that's what the club's goal is, and for me being in Melbourne, we were all about winning trophies as well, and for my time in Melbourne we were able to do that, so I've sort of had a little bit of experience in that, so I hope I can bring that over here.
And how much of a draw was Champions League football for you coming here?
Yeah, I think that's a massive bonus, of course. Playing in the Champions League is every child, I think's dream. So for me to be a part of a team to go in that tournament, I think it's amazing. And hopefully, I can present myself on that stage too.
And for Celtic fans that don't know, how would you describe your playing style? What will they see from you on the pitch?
Quick, attacking side of play. Love to dribble at players and excite fans, try assist and score goals, of course. And just pretty much like to go forward, make things happen.